What's up, everybody? So I'm here at the train waiting to go to New York City because we're gonna shoot an interview with myself and Giro Hair Inc. with Juan Collado, Eric, and Jonathan. So I'm excited because they want to interview me and see my story of SMP, and I'm gonna share with you guys my story, but I'm gonna share also their story on how was their experience training me as an experienced barber. And now, you know, the first thing I grab, which is micro-pigmentation. So it's gonna be cool. I'm very excited. I'm a little anxious to see, you know, how this is gonna turn out, but this is my first vlog for you guys, and you guys are gonna hear my story, which is super important because, you know, I love for people to know where I come from, how I did this, and what happened along my journey, because a lot of people see success, but they don't see what goes back behind the success. Let's do it. First vlog. Bam. People from across the world come to New York to make it. Whoever is here in New York, take advantage. You are in the windows of the world. Take advantage when you're here. It's the windows of the world. This is where the opportunities happen. Man, I'm from Jersey and I had to come to New York always to make my dreams come true. Come on, follow me. Keep on going. Was delicious and it was good. So, like my pops would say, barriguita llena, corazón contento. I have somebody that asked me, hey, he's a barber, hey, can I get into SMP? How can you do it? How do I do it? I'm like, man, first of all, you have to be disciplined in barbering. Well, that was the first thing you picked up. If you're not disciplined in barbering, you know, it's gonna be hard for you to be very disciplined in learning the trait of SMP, of scalp micro-pigmentation. It's gonna be very hard. So first, be disciplined in what you have in your hands right now, because that's gonna lead you and catapult you to where you are gonna go. Even though where you're going is nowhere, it has nothing to do with what you wanna do or what you will do later on, but you still have to take the steps and do what you're doing now and focus on what you're doing now, so that later on, don't focus on later because that's gonna drive you crazy. So focus on what you're doing now so that later on you can get to where you get to, because you took the little steps, the steps it take to get there. This is what we do in elevators. We pop lock and we robot. Micro-pigmentation.
One of the things about training a student like Louis from Majestic Styles is that you're eager to learn, super humble. You did a lot of work prior, so it wasn't like you were coming here and saying, I know everything. It was more like, I learned all this stuff, and when I realized I learned all this stuff, I realized I don't know anything. So it was a great starting point, great foundation for you, always asking all the right questions. What was it like for you, Jonathan? What did
with Louis? Well, I mean, with Louis, when you first came in, I seen this as a guy, sharp dressed guy, you know, nice haircut, nice barber. So you figured, you know, guys who are barber industry, you know, they expect a different, you know, sort of training, and you know, they want to learn a certain, you know, the way. So right. You know, we're both artists, so you know, I figured, you know, I'll give some of my art field to him, you know, have him pick my brain. So, you know, people in the art world, they're on the same level, I believe. So, it's, you know, there's different language spoken there. So personally, you know, I'm an Instagram guy. You know, it's for my business. I'm always up on Instagram, and I've actually heard a couple people speak about, you know, you and your business. So it's like, it's actually, we're pretty proud of that, you know, hearing your name pop up here and there. So, and I don't, you know, sometimes I hear some of my students' names once in a while, but yours is more, it always prominent pops out. So that's one thing we're proud of here.
Yeah, for me, my expectations were for you was that you were gonna follow the process and not necessarily try to cut a corner where you said, you know what, one thing I learned during her ink was practice for the next 60 days and take advantage of the coaching and mentoring. Let me do that. Let me get back to them and find out what they think about my work here. So I never lost you in the process. So to me, that was important. So we've been very fortunate to probably train hundreds of people from all around the world, and at different various steps, but also level of success. But it's crazy because I knew you were gonna be successful because there are key features that I identify within you are the same thing that you can identify with people who have been successful in the past. Discipline, strategy, consistency, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's some students, you know, they come in here, they already had their company built, they already had, you know, clients lined up, you know, and they think they're just gonna come in here 5 days, go out there and learn it. You know, with Lewis, you know, he spoke about, you know, even taking his time, you know, and not feeling until he feels ready inside to actually go out there and do it. That's what it really what counts, you know. So. First 3 things I noticed, you know, was his attention to detail. That's one thing I really noticed. The way he combs his hair, the way he dresses. Does that count as 2? No, okay. So, you know, and then, you know, another thing is his humbleness and his willing to listen, you know, and sit back and actually take in what we're teaching. A lot of guys, you know, some guys come in, students, you know, and it's like they think they know what to expect when they come in here, but by the end of the course, it's a whole different, they look at this in a whole different angle, so.
Yeah. I would just echo the same exact things. I mean, I can't even add to it, to be honest with you. The humility factor, the fact that he was so teachable, and the fact that he just, you know, he looked like he came here with a game plan. He was ready to learn, ready to absorb it all. So I would tell you that if you're a person who's looking to get your treatment done and you've been looking at my guy Lewis from Majestic Styles, is you know what he was trained at. He's a very authentic person, genuine person, and I guarantee you he's gonna take his time to make sure that you get exactly what you want.
Okay, shout out to Majestic Styles. We appreciate him inviting us here to the vlog, and this is us from Juro Hair Inc.
So much, everybody. Thank you for coming along with me in this journey. Today was an awesome day. I'm so exhausted. I'm super exhausted talking to the camera all day, but dude, I'm so glad and happy, and I'm humbled that you guys are following this journey with me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate my audience, my fans. I love you guys, everybody that shows me support. It has been an amazing journey today. Thank you for tuning in, and let's go because the second vlog is coming through.